You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. It's Sunny 93.3. It's time for the bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. How you doing, Dan?
I'm doing good, but you know what? It's just, I keep plodding along, one foot in front of the other, but here we are again, and I'm amazed at how much I miss Heidi.
I do too.
And you kicked her off the island.
just for a couple days.
What?
She'll be back.
Are you sure?
Good behavior. Hey, she's learning a lesson right now.
Well, I hope it's a valuable one. There you go, Missy.
Actually, just kidding. That's not at all what's going on.
Oh, that's fantastic. This is very possibly one of the most, I guess it depends on how you look at it.
Okay, what's that?
It is National Social Security Day.
Oh, yeah.
And I looked into it, and apparently it's a day set aside to, no kidding, celebrate Social Security.
Oh. So here's the thing that I kind of wonder. Is there a lot of security in Social Security? Someone my age, I'm asking.
It was one of those things that on paper looked like a good idea years and years and years ago.
Take some money and then we're going to give it back
it's
to them
a safety net. But again, and some people get confused, it is not an entitlement. It is actually money that you earned that then the government steals from or takes from you.
Borrow it for a while.
Yeah, well, what's happened over the decades is politicians have pretty much raided the vault on that deal and used it for things it shouldn't have been used for. And I recently, and I don't know if you do or not, but I would guess everybody does, every now and again you get a little report on your Social Security going.
I haven't gotten one of those in years.
Okay.
I used to get them,
Yeah, I got one, I want to say maybe 2 months ago even.
Oh, nice.
And I looked at it and I just started laughing.
Oh.
So I've been paying into Social Security since I was 11 years old.
Yeah, I think I started when I was 12.
Yep, I was 11 years old. And you get kind of a sense of how much juice you've poured into that, that little bad boy. And then I look at upon retirement, which now I believe the age is 67.
Oh, I thought they just raised it to 104.
Yeah, 67. I looked at what I can plan on pulling down a month, and it's just like, are you kidding, really? So what'd you do with the rest of my dough there, Sparky?
See, and that's where it would be nice if you could just set up your own retirement account.
See, George W. Bush broached that when he was president of the United States. He said, hey, look, this isn't working.
Yeah.
And we're looking at 20, 30 years down the line. This whole system's going to be bankrupt.
20, 30, what is...
Even that,
optimistic.
In other words, our kids are not, I don't think that's going to be there as we know it, not even close. And I'm going, yes, please let me invest my own money. That'd be great, because let me think that's my money. Oh, no, heck no. No. They
know better, Dan.
Oh, he was just attacked like pit bulls on a kitty cat. So, if
now
you're...
we've upset everyone. Let's see if we can...
It's Social Security Day. So find a designated driver.
Designated driver.
Woo!
All the politicians are out having a drink.
Yes, they are. On your dime.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, with 100% more Dan Farris than Heidi this morning.
Wow, true.
On Sunny 93.3.
Do you use a credit card? Is it a good one? Do you get points and perks? Are they for things that you actually use? We have a site that compares credit cards from a bunch of different banks and from a bunch of different credit card companies to help you find the very best credit card for you. It's absolutely free to see if there's a better credit card for you at bettercreditcards.net. With many of the credit cards, you can even roll over a balance if you find a better deal. Check it out now at bettercreditcards.net.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. It's Sunny 93.3, and it's time right now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I like to poke bears and lasso ducks and kill them possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the critters and the campers too, but if you're wearing Crocs, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, little radio rangers.
You okay over there?
No, just... Oh, no, I'm good.
The song gets you choked up
I'm
every
good.
time.
It does. It gets me choked up, and so this is kind of emotional. I'm glad you brought that up, John. This week... next day or two marks the 75th anniversary of one of the most famous public service icons ever in the history of the United States of America. Smokey Bear.
Nice.
Smokey Bear.
That's
a lot of
awesome.
people make mistake referring to Smokey as Smokey the Bear. There's no the. There's no middle name. It's like
it's not Yogi the Bear. It's Yogi Bear.
It's not like
Smokey
the
Bear.
Led Zeppelin. Which I actually heard somebody say on Sioux Falls radio a few months ago. And
They said the Led Zeppelin.
kids, they'll let anybody on the air these days. That's all there is to it. So 75 years has been quite a journey. Originated actually by artist Albert Staley.
Okay.
No relation to
Teresa?
to Teresa, as far as
sure?
we know. Pretty positive. First Smokey Bear poster came out October 1944. At the time, the campaign used Smokey's original slogan was, "Care will prevent 9 out of 10 forest fires."
Really?
Yep.
That doesn't have the same ring to it, though.
It doesn't. In fact, they would switch it up in 1947 to "Only you can prevent forest fires."
I like that. See, that now
That's what ran for years and years up till 2001.
they changed it?
They simply switched forest fires to wildfires.
Oh.
So only you can prevent
Wildfires.
wildfires.
Well, there you go. See, I didn't even pay attention to that.
I know, because
But
it
now
was...
that you say it does make sense.
Yeah, it was just subtle. It was just subtle. So Smokey been around for 75 years. I don't see him going anywhere anytime soon. I think what's a little, when it comes to giving a little critter info here to the Little Radio Rangers this morning, Smokey Bear wears a ranger hat
Yeah.
and a pair of jeans, doesn't wear a top.
Yeah, no shirt. That's not standard issue
shirt.
uniform, though, is
Well,
it?
Smokey's kind of buff, but here's the thing. If you actually see a bear in the wild with a ranger hat and jeans, that means that bear actually killed a ranger and took his stuff. And it'd just be in your best interest to just keep moving.
Don't ask him for fire directions.
Do not ask him for advice on fire. Just keep moving.
Only you could be my dessert.
Pretty much. That's all there is to it. Hey, that's all I've got. Hey, Little Radio Rangers, say your prayers, go to church, stay in school, eat your veggies, don't play soccer, don't wear Crocs. I'm Ranger Dan, out. Yes, sir.
Again, Ranger Dan's Critter Corner on Sunny 93.3.
How much do you pay for cable TV or satellite each month? Many people spend well over $100 every month for TV. But many smart consumers are cutting the cable and satellite with ChannelSurferTV.com. We have some amazing HD antennas that allow you to pick up a bunch of local TV networks for free. We also have a DVR that allows you to record the shows and watch them when you have time. Watch TV with no monthly fee with ChannelSurferTV.com. That's ChannelSurferTV.com.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. Thanks for listening to Sunny 93.3. It's time now for Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by Aqua One and the Aqua Dude at Aqua One. And we've got a different dude in the studio right now. We have Mr. Dan Farris. How you doing, sir?
Hey, John. Just dashed back into the office after, I've been burning the midnight oil here. A lot going on down at City Hall. Budgetary things going on, trying to launch the annual budget, working out kinks and tweaking, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And being a non-award-winning investigative reporter, I'm about to file this report.
All right, I'm ready.
Because I'm an investigative reporter.
I noticed that you said that.
All right. Mayor Paul Tenhagen, close personal friend of mine, I've never met the man in my life, is jacking up the budget by, $100 million? I don't know. I've got the graph
think it's
right
less
here.
than that,
Okay. It's a couple $1 billion. Which is fine. Again, if we got the dough, we got the dough. So
Sure. I mean,
I do. You know what? I do agree with part of the jack and the budget from last year, because budgets grow every year because, you know what? We need more stuff and more people are moving in, and, it just is
a nice
what
place.
it is. I've never heard of a budget going down ever.
I have, but it's usually during tough economic times and when there's a lot of bad things happening.
That's it. And part of that money, we're going to increase police department, effectively looking at combating drugs addiction, drug dealing, that kind of thing, which I'm down with. But also on the mental health front, which has become finally a huge part of the national discussion. What's going on there? Mental health will take a front seat this week. They're looking for about a budget of $260,000 to fire up what they're calling a community triage center.
Oh, yeah.
What this will do is take the people who are kind of continually going through that revolving door of addiction and little mishaps and little misdemeanor crimes and whatnot. They got to get, cops got to show up, cuffed and stuff, down to jail, through the court system, then, serve a little time, then back out on the streets, and the same thing.
Rinse and repeat.
Yeah, because nothing really gets fixed. They just keep plowing them through the system. This will be a different situation.
So it'll be a detour that hopefully will get them on the right path.
Hopefully get some help. Yeah, those common offenders. Basically, they're just going to have to concentrate on everyone who panhandles at the downtown sunshine. Bang.
Everybody's fixed now.
I'm just speaking from experience.
All right.
That's all we got to do there. And the rest of that, $7.2 trillion.
I think it might be a little less than that.
It might be a little less than. I look at it this way. I mentioned when I just came in this morning about an hour or so ago that it happens to be National Social Security Appreciation Day, which is so ironic all by itself.
I kind of forgot about that.
Okay. The city of Sioux Falls has its own government. It's a city government. Then, of course, you've got Kristi Noem, who presides over the state and the government. Then you have the federal government out of Washington, D.C.
Yeah. It's a lot of governments.
And we give money to all of those factions as taxpayers.
Yeah.
And I sit back and wonder at where that money goes. I'm just stunned by it. We're still looking at, okay, and again, I'm a non-award winning investigative reporter. So trust me, I don't research anything. But we've basically got a $10 million vacant rail yard sitting downtown.
Yeah, that's
$10 million bucks in taxpayer dough.
Yeah, but we get some land to expand something someday.
We sure do, because all the development deals headed south.
Oh.
We got a $21 million half-finished parking ramp sitting there.
Yeah, that's right.
That old deal went south. Did you know we're still shoveling? And again, I really don't look into anything quite, so I may be making this up. But then again, maybe not. We're still plowing $1 million and some change annually into the Washington Pavilion, which has been in business for over 20 years now.
Okay.
And, because as long as they keep doing it, we forget. Yeah. We forget. We move on to other things. But when you really start digging into it, where do, as homeowners, people who work for a living, people who pay taxes, where does that money go really? And we're usually too busy to even think about it. Just money in, money out. For instance, when you look at millions and millions and millions, my only concern right now, John, in my own personal life, this now marks the third month in a row that my water bill has been the exact same amount.
I think you're just really, you've got a tight regimen there, Dan.
Okay, I was out of town.
That's right.
And unless somebody came into my house that week, did 2 loads of laundry, took a shower every day, and maybe flushed the toilet, how it can be the exact same amount,
your meter might be broken,
to the penny, is beyond me. So,
or you signed up for budget billing and forgot about it.
So there you go. Yeah, but hey, you know what? Our people, our city council people, and our mayor and our governor, our representative, senator, everybody else, they work for us. If you ever have a question, track them down, feet to the fire, and say, hey, man, what's going on?
But do it politely.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You don't want to go to jail. Somebody did that recently.
No, total respect. In fact, I'm going to put up, I'm putting up a tent down at the rail yard. I'm just going to live there.
Oh, hey, there you go. Water bill will be nothing.
Rent-free, tax-free. Like, hey, I'll pay for this. I'm just living here now.
If you did it in a tiny house, everybody would be on board.
Well, either way you go, they're going to send me that community triage, so, which I help pay for, too. So,
there you go.
Woo!
Well, Dan, thanks for stopping in, man.
You bet.
Going to get some entertainment news from him in just a bit. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris on Sunny 93.3.
It's T-shirt weather. Be sure to show off your personality with an awesome, funny shirt from FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. We have some of our own funny T-shirt designs, but we're excited to have thousands of funny designs from other amazingly talented designers too. At FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. Did you know you can even upload your own designs and make money with your twisted sense of humor? Why not? Check it out. FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. That's FunkyMonkeyShirts.com.
Sunny 93.3, thanks for listening on a Wednesday. On the phone right now, we have Rick Tupper. He is with the Sioux Falls Air and Space Expo, and things kind of kick off today, don't they, Rick?
They do.
So we've got a lot of fun stuff going on today. What is the first event that's happening at the Sioux Falls Air and Space Expo?
So, it used to be the air show was just a 2-day event on Saturday and Sunday, but we wanted to have more fun, so we've kind of made it almost a week-long event. So the first big event that you're going to see on Wednesday we're going to have a new event that's being called the Discover Aviation Day. And really, it's a day that is being promoted to our youth, and it can be anywhere from, smaller children that have an interest in aircraft all the way up to young adults that are looking for aviation opportunities. We'll have SDSU will be here with their aviation program, and some other higher education institutions will be here to kind of promote their programs. So everything kind of in between. It's really an opportunity for kids to get a feel for aviation. There's so much more to aviation than just the pilot.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what draws them. They like to see the cool planes, and we'll have all kinds of fun stuff for them to see and do.
And I'm going to throw a link to the information about Discover Aviation Day. It's today from 10 to 4 at Maverick Air Center. Now, you don't need to memorize all this stuff because I'm going to throw this info on our Facebook page as well. And then there's more things going on Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday. There's a lot of stuff going on, isn't there?
There is. Every day we've got something different. It's all very unique and very specific to some events. But it's all, I'll assure you, you're going to have a good time and you're going to have a great experience.
And again, their website, SiouxFallsAirShow.com. And Rick, we'll chat with you again tomorrow to kind of find out what's happening tomorrow as well. Thanks for taking time to visit.
Thanks, John.
Again, SiouxFallsAirShow.com is the website. It is the Sioux Falls Air and Space Expo. It's happening this week. All the details at Facebook.com/SunnyRadio.
Do you use a credit card? Is it a good one? Do you get points and perks? Are they for things that you actually use? We have a site that compares credit cards from a bunch of different banks and from a bunch of different credit card companies to help you find the very best credit card for you. It's absolutely free to see if there's a better credit card for you at bettercreditcards.net. With many of the credit cards, you can even roll over a balance if you find a better deal. Check it out now at bettercreditcards.net.
Faith, freedom, and the best music of the 80s and 90s. It is Sunny 93.3, and we've got entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Celebrities are fabulous. Just the other day, because this was huge news, Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus.
Yes,
Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth are Splitsville after less than a year of marriage. And then I'm not going to, this is not really the story. I've got something else here.
We talked about that yesterday.
Yeah, but I just saw a news flash already. Apparently, they split a little while back, but it didn't really make the news till the other day. Well, she's already involved with some woman whose name I forget.
I saw that online as well.
Yeah, so, all right. What's at the box office? John, if you've seen one of these movies, just jump in at any time.
I've only seen one.
Okay, and I wasn't sure what this was. Apparently, it's an extension of the Fast and Furious franchise.
Oh, I heard about
Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, I saw it, and it's been...
Because I know The Rock's in that.
Yeah, it's been the number one movie for like 3 or 2 weeks, something like that.
It certainly was over the weekend, yeah. It did a little over 25 mil. It has now broken $100 million in the past couple weeks of release. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is at number 2. I'm not sure what that is, but it clocked in at about 21 mil over the weekend. Lion King is still huge.
They're doing really well with that.
That's sitting at number 3. It has made almost $500 million at this point.
Holy cow.
Yup. Then Dora and the Lost City of Gold. I didn't know Dora had a feature film either.
Yeah, and I think that's doing pretty darn well.
Okay, $17 million, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's the one I have seen.
Boy, and that one's kind of tanking when you consider the star power in that.
And the sad thing is, I think it's a really good movie, but I've seen this online, so this isn't just John's opinion. I read this before I went to it. Several people said, boy, it sure starts out slow, but then it ends like really fast.
Okay.
So just the pace of the movie, it is kind of a slower paced story to start, and then like the end is just, whoa, what just happened? Yeah,
because it hasn't been out that long. Over this past weekend, it did about $11.5 million total since its release, just a little better than $100 million. So for a Tarantino flick, that's probably pretty good, though.
Yeah, I think so.
But
Absolutely.
for a Brad Pitt DiCaprio combined.
Oh, and not just those two.
Those are not huge numbers.
There's a bunch of other, Margot Robbie. There's a big long list of famous people that are in this movie. A lot of them with smaller parts in the movie, but it's kind of a star-studded event.
All
so.
right, well, just thought I'd clue you in and see what's
that.
What's going on there at the box office. And Miley Cyrus is seeing another woman.
And does that matter to you? Because it doesn't matter to me at all.
Oh, nothing to do with Miley Cyrus matters to me.
I didn't know if your
No.
weekend plans changed over this or anything. Is there anybody out there that this rocked the world for anybody?
John, I'm all about the love, man.
There you go.
I'm all about the love and Chick-fil-A, baby.
Okay. Well, have a good one, Dan.
Doing my job, John.
Okay. Entertainment news of the day. I'm not sure what that last part was, but it sounded interesting. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris on Sunny 93.3.